Look around you. The ground, the sky, the air, your own hands. Where did they come from? Not yesterday, not last year, not 1,000 years ago. The beginning, the real beginning. Every culture that ever existed asked this question. The Vikings said the world was made from the body of a giant named Ymir. The Hindus said the universe breathes in and out, created and destroyed in endless cycles. The Greeks said chaos gave birth to order. The Bible said God spoke light into darkness. These stories are beautiful. They gave meaning. They connected people to something larger than themselves. But they were guesses, educated guesses, based on what people could see and imagine. Today we have something else. Telescopes that see back 13 billion years. Particles accelerators that recreate the first moments of existence. Equations that predict what we should find and where we find it. This is the story those tools tell, not a replacement for wonder, a deeper wonder. The story of how nothing became everything, and how, against all odds, you arrived to hear it. Chapter 1, The Impossible Beginning. There was no time, there was no space, there was no matter, no energy, no light, no darkness. There were no laws of physics. There was no possibility of anything. This is not poetic language. This is the actual description of the state before the universe began. Try to imagine it. You cannot. Your brain needs space to think, time to process, something to think about. True nothing provides none of these. It is not a vacuum. A vacuum is space with nothing in it. It is not darkness. Darkness is the absence of light. It is not silence. Silence is the absence of sound. It is the absence of absence itself. And yet, at a moment we call time zero, something happened. We do not know what. We cannot know what. The laws that would allow us to understand did not yet exist. But the result we can see. Space exploded into being, not into something. Space itself. Time began, not as a container for events, as a dimension, like height or width, created in that instant. Energy flooded the newborn universe, not energy from somewhere else, energy as the universe. Temperature beyond comprehension, density beyond measure. Everything that would ever exist, compressed into a point smaller than an atom. This is the singularity, the name we give to our ignorance, the boundary of what we can know.
The first second of the universe contained more change than all the billions of years since. In the first fraction of a second, the universe expanded faster than light. Not because things moved through space, because space itself multiplied, doubled again. 100 doublings in an instant. From smaller than an atom to larger than a galaxy. This is called inflation. It solved problems in our equations. As inflation ended, the universe was a soup of fundamental particles, quarks, gluons, electrons, photons, indistinguishable, colliding, creating, destroying, recreating. The temperature was still too hot for atoms to exist. The four forces we know today were one force: gravity, electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, all unified, all the same. Then symmetry broke. Gravity separated first, then the strong nuclear force. Each separation created new possibilities. For 380,000 years, the universe was dark, not empty, not quiet, filled with plasma, light trapped, bouncing endlessly, unable to escape. The universe was opaque. The universe existed, but could not be seen. Then the temperature fell to 3,000 degrees. Hydrogen atoms formed, and suddenly light was free. Photons streamed in every direction. The universe became transparent. This light still exists, a whisper from creation. But gravity was working. Tiny imperfections in density became seeds. Where there was slightly more matter, gravity pulled more matter. Clouds formed, collapsed, spun, heated. And 100 million years after the beginning, the first stars ignited. The first stars were massive, blue-white giants consuming hydrogen, fusing it into helium, then carbon, oxygen, and iron. Each fusion released energy. Each fusion created heavier elements, until iron. Iron absorbs energy to fuse. The star's core collapsed. The outer layers exploded. Supernova. In this explosion, elements heavier than iron were made. Gold, silver, platinum. Everything heavier than hydrogen and helium was made in stars or in their deaths. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon in every cell, all forged in nuclear fires, all scattered by stellar explosions. You are stardust. The atoms in your body were cooked in stars billions of years ago, scattered across space, gathered into new clouds, new stars, new planets. including one small rocky world, 4.5 billion years ago. The story of life was about to begin. This is not nothing. This is everything. Earth formed from dust and gas, collisions of rocks growing larger. A violent process lasting millions of years. The early Earth was hell. Volcanic eruptions constantly, meteor impacts regularly. No water, no oxygen, no life. The atmosphere was carbon dioxide, nitrogen, methane, ammonia, toxic to most life today. And then somehow life began. We do not know exactly how. Perhaps lightning struck a warm pond rich in organic chemicals. Perhaps life formed in hydrothermal vents at the ocean floor. Perhaps life arrived on meteorites from Mars. Perhaps life is inevitable, emerging wherever conditions allow. We know it happened quickly. Within a few 100 million years of Earth's formation, life existed. Simple at first, single cells, bacteria, archaea. For 2 billion years, life remained microscopic. Then, something extraordinary. One cell engulfed another. Instead of digesting it, they formed a partnership. This is how complex cells were born. The cells that would become all animals, plants, fungi. Life found ways to capture sunlight. Photosynthesis evolved. Oxygen was released as waste. Slowly, over hundreds of millions of years, oxygen accumulated. This changed everything. Oxygen was poison to most early life. The great oxygen extinction killed most species, but some adapted, used oxygen to burn fuel more efficiently. Complex life became possible. 600 million years ago, the first animals evolved: sponges, jellyfish, worms, then fish. Then, 375 million years ago, some fish crawled onto land. Amphibians, reptiles, dinosaurs, mammals. Each innovation built on the last. Each extinction cleared the way for new forms. 65 million years ago, an asteroid struck Earth. The age of dinosaurs ended. Small mammals survived, thrived, diversified. Primates evolved, intelligent social tool using. And 300,000 years ago, one species looked up at the stars and asked, where did we come from? Humans, not the strongest, not the fastest, but the species that tells stories, that builds tools, that cooperates in large groups, that remembers across generations, that changes its environment instead of adapting to it. In 10,000 years, we went from hunter-gatherers to farmers, from farmers to city builders, from city builders to empire builders, from empires to nations, from nations to a global civilization. We split the atom. We went to the moon. We connected every human with instant communication. We unlocked the secrets of DNA. We discovered the age of the universe. We are the universe, aware of itself. Look at the pattern. Simplicity to complexity, chaos to order, unconscious matter to conscious life. This is the arrow of time, not required by physics. The laws of physics work equally well forward and backward. But in reality, we see only one direction. Entropy increases, complexity emerges, life evolves, consciousness appears. Why? We do not know. Some say it is inevitable. Given enough time, given the right conditions, complexity must emerge. Others say we are lucky. In an infinite multiverse, we happen to be in the universe that allows life. Others say consciousness is fundamental, that the universe tends toward awareness. We do not know, but we can see the pattern. From the Big Bang to atoms, from atoms to stars, from stars to elements, from elements to planets, from planets to life, from life to mind, from mind to understanding. Each step unlikely, each step building on the last, each step creating new possibilities.
The future. The story is not over. The universe continues to expand. Stars continue to form, live, die. But the expansion is accelerating. Distant galaxies move away faster than light can reach them. They disappear from our view. In 100 billion years, future astronomers will see only our local group. They will think the universe is small and static. They will never know the truth we know. Stars will eventually burn out. The last stars will die in 100 trillion years. The universe will become dark. Black holes will evaporate. Matter itself may decay. Heat death, maximum entropy. No gradients, no possibility of work, thought, or life. Or the universe may collapse again. Or it may be one of infinite cycles. Or our understanding may be completely wrong. We do not know the ending, but we know this. We are alive now. We know the story. We can tell it. We can wonder at it. Against all odds, we exist. Conscious matter, stardust that understands itself. For a brief moment in cosmic time, we get to be aware. Aware of the story, aware of our place in it. Aware that we are made of the same stuff as galaxies. This is not nothing. This is everything. The mirror. Look at your hands. The hydrogen was made in the first 3 minutes. The carbon, oxygen, iron, calcium were made in dying stars. The arrangement was made by 4 billion years of evolution. The awareness was made by 13.8 billion years of increasing complexity. You are not separate from creation. You are creation continuing. The universe did not happen and then make you. The universe is happening and you are part of it, right now. The story goes on, with you in it. What will you do with your chapter?